that will slice open any type of bait fish. Nearly just caught on fire. It actually looks unbelievable. Look at this thing. Oh. This is a monster crab, man. Go, go, go. Oh. Guys, we have just landed on this insane island, and for the next 3 days we're going to be catching our own food. We're going to be traveling to 3 different island landscapes to find the predators that rule these areas. You guys know a lot of these animals are probably going to be angry trying to attack me, but they are tasty, man. I got no idea what we're going to encounter, but I'm fired up for today. We got coastal reefs behind us. We're going to be going to the deep blue ocean and then finishing off in the craziest one of them all. You're going to have to stick around for that. We're going to head up into the bushes right now, unload the backpack and start exploring to see what we can find to allow us to clean up and hunt some crazy animals. This looks like a really good spot to set up. Right, we'll drop everything off right here. For day number 1, guys, we're gonna be using this bad boy. This is a big old cannon. We're gonna be swimming straight off the shoreline. I have no idea what we're gonna encounter on the coastal reefs, but we need a pretty solid weapon to take them down. We got our signature quick revive. We're only gonna take this when we hit rock bottom. This is potent fuel that is gonna hopefully give us a second kick. Fingers crossed we can encounter some crazy things, man. But I honestly have no idea what we're gonna find. I just hope that we're not going hungry. It's time to load up the backpack, start exploring this beach, and see what we can find to hopefully allow us to catch some of the craziest animals in psycho landscapes. Let's go. Can't use that. Look at this, we got old bottles, got some old coconuts, all old things, bottles, old coconut. What is this? Bit of shampoo. If there was anything inside of that, we probably could have used it. It's really good to defog up our mask. There's got to be something along this coastline we can use. We got something up here. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, that is sick, man. I just found this big old board. You're gonna have to trust me, but we're gonna be able to use this later on when we catch some animals. Wait, if we catch some animals. Oh, I'm getting way too confident right now. Let's chuck it right here. We got a whole bunch of rope that's washed up. What's this, like old fishing net? Woo. All right, look at this. Man, look how crazy this coastline is. This is insane. I'm not finding too much on this island. I reckon we send it back to camp, gear up, and get ready for our first hunt of this challenge. Now the goal over the next few days is to catch some of the craziest animals. I want to show you guys what makes them the dominant predator in the area. Sometimes it's their teeth, sometimes it's the body, sometimes it's their protective outer coat. But I'm gonna give you, hopefully, some details of what makes these animals super, super dominant. But you guys know, I'm gonna be the predator over the next few days to hopefully see if I can catch some type of food. We'll chuck it on the wetsuit. Hopefully these animals have crazy teeth or body armor, or I don't know, maybe they smell or something like that. Something about them makes them a predator, which means that they hunt other small fish or crabs or all that type of stuff. I got no idea what we're gonna encounter, but we got the big old cannon, so hopefully we can blast some holes through these things. Let's go. Oh my goodness. If the animals are as beautiful as the landscape, we're gonna be on. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, guys. That was insane out there. You guys saw, as we're diving through one of those caves, I've actually snapped my fin. I don't know if you guys can see, but look at that. The thing is flexing way too much. We are not in a good place right now. We're gonna have to swap this out and get back out there into the water to swim all the way in with this broken fin. That is so cool. Woo! We nearly just lost everything with the tide. Oh! All right, let's swap out these fins and get back out there, eh? Let's go. You guys have no idea how far I am from shore right now. I'm so far offshore. What a pistol! Look at him go! What a weapon! Look at that thing! Look at that! What a pistol! Alright, we're not eating ya! Get out of here! Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, we were out in the water for hours just then, and that has got to be one of the hardest hunts ever. There was so much current, but we got some fish, and they are some really weird fish. And also, I think some are gonna help us. We got this right here, which is a fusilia. They are actually like a bait fish, and this is actually a really... Just dropped it in the sand. And the giant predator fish actually love these fish. This is what they're feeding on out there. So this is gonna help us over the next few days. I'm actually gonna keep this fish and run a little bit of a risk and hopefully use it as bait tomorrow, because we are going for freaking giants. Look guys, we didn't get the massive giant that we wanted today. This is a striped snapper. What makes them such a vicious predator is, as you guys can see, they got these stripes which blend in with the reef. And their mouth right here, look how big its mouth is. And that right there will actually just suck up all the prey on the reef. Now this type of snapper right here don't get very big. I think the maximum size I've seen them is like 30 centimeters. This one right here is not too bad. I'm tossing up whether I want to keep this. Oh, that means that we're only gonna have this one little fish for dinner for day number 1, and tomorrow we're gonna have to try get a monster. Guys, out there, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to find some big predators, but I couldn't find them. And at least we got bait, because you guys know, if we wanna catch a giant predator, we need to bait a giant predator. Need to take a moment, guys. Freaking hard out there. I was getting swept around, thrown around. Oh, felt like a freaking Caesar salad getting tossed around. Let me tell you guys, when you see the animals that we're gonna be going after over the next few days, they're gonna swallow this thing whole. Let's head up into the bushes, collect a whole bunch of firewood, and get this thing on the cook. We need to get a nice meal in us, because tomorrow we got an even bigger day and things are getting even more crazy. Go eat. We got a whole bunch of wood. Let's go collect some kindling. Everyone go drop "it's cooking" in the comments. I love you guys. It was a long day today, and this feels amazing to have a fire on this island. That feels so good. Let's leave our fire Let's head down to the water's edge and prep our fish. We got our board that we collected from a little bit earlier on. I knew this thing was going to come in handy. So what we're going to do is we'll grab our Fusilier. This we're going to keep till tomorrow. We're going to actually use this thing and hopefully we can bring in a monster with it. So I'll put that one to the side. And this is going to be our food for today, this little snapper. I'm just going to butterfly it and then cook it straight over the fire. First things first, I'm just going to take out his guts quickly. We don't want any of that. I'm just going to grab it. We'll get rid of it. Now, what I'm going to do with my blade is pretty much just chop it straight down one side of the fillet. Definitely not the right knife for the job, but we'll make it work. We have butterflied our fish out. That is all beautiful meat, and we can put that straight over the fire. It is glistening, perfect white. We'll take that up. That's going to be food for day number 1. It's not much, but it's going to be enough to hopefully get us into tomorrow morning.
Let's go. I'll put it right in.
We've waited for our fire to burn down. It is smoking up a whole heap, and that is going to be perfect because that is all going to infuse into our fish. So I went and collected these 2 pieces of coral. What I'm going to do is just set these up. I've got 3 pieces of stick. I'm going to put these over, and then I've got our fish right here. I'm just going to lay this across. That's just going to infuse with all that smoke and be absolutely incredible. This right here isn't going to burn because we've got these green pieces and it's set up just to the side of the main flame. The smoke is literally coming out of the fish's mouth right now, guys. It looks like he's smoking up some ciggies. Look how good this looks. See our fish cooking here. I'm so freaking hungry. Long day today, guys. We broke our fins. Long swim out to the back. We didn't get the giant that we wanted, but we got something. We also got this bad boy. This is going to be the bait that we need. Hopefully we can get a giant with it. I have done it in the past where I've used those type of fish and I've thrown them in the distance. And what it does is it brings in a big fish. The fingers crossed we can do that tomorrow. Our fish is just about ready. We're going to take it off. Looks incredible. All right, let's take it down the water's edge. Let's go. This is what it's all about, baby. Golden hour, and we got our meal. Guys, look at this right here. Barbecued snapper on this beach. It's got all the smoky flavor and a little bit, I guess, of color on the outside. What I can do is just pull apart that one fillet right there, and look at that. That is all freaking meat for us. Look at that right there. It is literally just flaking apart. Snapper. It's freaking so good. I'm taking everything I can from this right now. Can really taste that flame and smoke that's penetrated in the fish. Get the scales out of there. Honestly, that was unbelievable. Look at that, that's all just scraps. But guys, that is not enough. We're gonna have to go again tomorrow and see if we can get an even bigger monster. I'm so tempted right now to eat this fish, but I'm gonna hold out, guys. Tomorrow is a brand new day, and fingers crossed we can use this thing to lure in a freaking giant. I'm gonna see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Things are about to get freaking wild. I'll see you guys then. Yeah, good morning to you guys, and we are in the deep blue ocean, and we got our cannon and our little fish that we shot yesterday, and today we are going for ocean monsters. We got a big pinnacle that rises in the middle of nowhere out here to about 20 meters, and then all around it, it just drops like a freaking volcano underneath the water. It is insane. You know, we only got that one little fish yesterday, so today we need to find a freaking monster. What we're gonna do is actually throw it in the distance, and as it goes down, hopefully something big will come in and try eat it. It is super sketchy out here in this local boat today. You can see, look at the swell we're punching through. It is insane. The engine that is in there, it's like a freaking lawnmower engine. It is that crazy. We're probably only traveling at like probably 4 knots, and that's the fastest this thing goes. If I don't survive past this episode, you guys know I'm stuck in the middle of the ocean somewhere. We're not really going to be seeing too many small things out here. We've probably got to be diving to about 20-25 meters of water, and hopefully we can come into contact with something monster. Blue water hunting, let's go. Woohoo! I got no idea what we're going to find down there, but I'm fired up. All right, let's go, baby. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, you guys just saw just then, I just dropped down and there was a freaking giant Spanish mackerel. I dropped down on him, guys. He was sitting on the bottom in probably like 22 meters of water, and I lined up and I took a shot. My spear went all the way out and then it literally didn't have enough range, so we didn't even end up getting him. We're gonna re-drift, guys. It looks like it's firing up down there. I'm psyching up. I reckon we get back down there and see if we can find some type of animal. Let's go. Look at this right here, guys. We got a freaking green jobfish and a Spanish mackerel. Oh, I'm so fired up. You guys saw I dropped down and shot this jobby, and then there was another mackie down there and I lined him up, and then I took this bad boy. Oh, I'm so fired up on that, guys. But I think we got to have one more drift, guys, because I think there may be something super special that we can chase out here. I don't know if we're going to be able to find it, but I think we're going to go for the big dog. You guys know what that is. We're gonna go see if we can find anything out here. Maybe a doggy or a wahoo, maybe a marlin, something like that. But man, we got some predators already. Let's go see what else we can find. Let's go. Look at the freaking mouth on that thing. That is psycho. We got a dog-tooth tuna. When I was talking about predators, guys, this is about as good as you get. This thing is a freaking dominant beast out here on the island. You saw it took pretty much all my reel on my gun. That thing is so powerful, it's ridiculous. We're gonna get this thing in the boat. Let's go. This animal right here has a capability to grow to over 100 kilos, guys. They are a beast of the ocean, pretty much destroy every single prey. And you saw we had our freaking fish that we kept yesterday. I threw it, it was sinking down, and this flipping dog-tooth tuna came in and freaking smashed it up. Then I dove down on him and then shot him. If we didn't keep that fish, there's no way we would have got this bad boy. Woo! We got the dog! This is why we do it, baby. We got the predators of the ocean. I just got a whole bunch of slime in my mouth. But guys, don't you worry. We might be rocking around a whole heap right now, but the captain, he's been a bloody legend, and we're gonna hook him up with some of these fish, that's for sure. We're gonna keep a few for a cook up later on. It's gonna be insane. And we're gonna punch it back to land right now. We've done it. We've got the predators of the ocean. Woo! Guys, we've just had one of the most insane days of our life today. We've got 2 beautiful Spanish mackerel, a dog-tooth tuna, and the jobby. The captain right here, he doesn't speak much English, but we're gonna give him a mackerel. This one for you, brother. For you. Yeah, Bagus?
Thank you.
Bagus?
Bagus.
Yeah. All right, he's gonna enjoy that with his family, guys. It is time for us to take a closer look at these animals, and then we're gonna clean them up, and this is gonna be the best feast ever. All right, let's set them up right here. We have got some of the most insane predators in the ocean right now, and I wanna take you through each one of these animals to show you why they are absolutely dominant on the reef. This is a green jobfish. You can see it is super, super powerful. Now, different to these 2 species, they've actually got like a super tough outside like scale coating. They've got this thing right here, which is like dragon-like. That is their dorsal fin. Now that actually helps them like propel themselves through the water. They'll lift that up and it's almost like a fin on a surfboard. Its teeth almost has like crunching teeth. Now they'll eat crustaceans, squid, bait fish. These things will eat pretty much everything out there, from the reef species to just blue water ocean sardines and everything like that. Super tough fish, but probably the least dominant out of the 3. Next one right here, which is a beautiful Spanish mackerel. It is built for speed, this thing. You can see its pectoral fin right there. It just folds in and makes it so aerodynamic through the water. Now their mouth right there, it is just razor sharp. That will slice open any type of bait fish. What they'll do is they'll actually come up on like a bait fish that they want, and they'll slice off the tail of it. Then that bait fish cannot move anymore. Then they'll come through and smash up the rest of it. The tail is beast. This Spanish mackerel, they got super soft skin, a vicious mouth. But guys, we gotta go to the final one, which is the most dominant by far out on the reef. The dog-tooth tuna. Look at that thing right there. What makes these things so unique, guys, is look at its eye right there. Look at the size comparison between the mackerel and the dog-tooth. It has a way bigger eye, which means that it can actually capture more light, which means that it can pick up on those bait fish when it's pretty much dark. Now they've got these sickles on the back of their tail, and they can actually change direction, which helps them move through the water column, but they are pretty much built pure muscle. One of the only tuna species that actually have teeth. Look at that jaw right there. They will grab prey and crunch down on it. You do not want to get near that. And that's what makes this the #1 predator of the deep blue. And we have done it, baby. Woohoo! We got 3 different fish. We're gonna have steaks on this beach to finish off this insane day for day #2. See which one of these dominant predators tastes the best. All right. What we'll do is we'll head up to the top of the beach. We're gonna get a fire going, and then we'll come down and clean these bad boys up. Let's go collect some driftwood. Oh, don't want to stand on that. That's a sea urchin. All of this will work. Oh, look at that. Woo! Perfect. Fire pit's completed. Let's head down and clean up our fish. Obviously, guys, we're not going to be eating all of this fish. What we're going to do is we're going to whack off a steak of each one, and we're going to try it. The rest we're going to give away to the local village. We're going to have a look at each one of the meat quality, and see which one I guess looks the best, and then we'll cook them up and see which one tastes the best. Look at that right there. That is the Spanish mackerel. The steaks actually look insane. Not too much blood on that. Let's get to the dogtooth tuna, eh? Let's go. They usually got a little bit more red in their meat. I'm interested to see what this one looks like. Take a look at our fish right now. We've lined them up. So we got the Spanish mackerel. You can see that's the meat quality. We got the dogtooth tuna, a little bit darker. And then look at the jobfish. Actually looks really, really good. We're gonna get these steaks on the cook. It's not often you get to indulge in 3 different species, 3 different steaks here on Sunset on the islands. This is honestly what we live for. Let's get these fired up, a little bit of seasoning, and then Bob Uncle. We're gonna be on for young and old. We got it cooking. There's no way we're letting this out. It is super windy out here on this island. It's picked up heaps since we went out this morning. Oh my goodness, nearly just caught on fire. What? That's what happens when it's super windy out here. Everything takes off, including the GoPro. Oh, look at this, we've got a furnace. We'll wait for this to burn down. And then we're gonna get our fish steaks right on top. We've got our fire cooking. I've just grabbed these sticks. We'll go down the water's edge. Let's go. What we're gonna do with our sticks, we'll just wet these. By wetting them, guys, it's pretty much just gonna waterlog them so they're not gonna burn. Give them a good proper waterlog. What we're gonna do is lay these straight across, just like so. And then we got our steaks right here. There's our jobby. We're gonna get that straight on. Our dogtooth tuna. Last but not least, our Spanish mackerel. Oh my goodness. It actually looks unbelievable. I've got a little bit of seasoning. I know all you guys are like, Wade, you need to put seasoning on your fish. So we got chicken salt. Let me know in the comments if chicken salt should go on fish. We put chicken salt on everything in Australia. So let's chuck a little bit on. It actually looks freaking sick. We got steaks, chicken salt. What else does a man need in life, honestly? The whole idea behind this, guys, is I want to just quickly torch them on each side, leave the inside a little bit raw, and then that is how we're going to serve them up. Look at them cooking away right here. Woo! Looks unbelievable. I'm just giving our steaks a quick sear on the outside before we take them off. They're just about done, but gonna get a little bit of color. Wow, I'm so excited for this. These things look unbelievable. All right, we're gonna rip straight into these. I'm so hungry, guys. This looks like the Spanish mackerel. We'll give this one a shot. You can see it's a beautiful Spanish. It's got such white meat. Tuna steaks, a little bit of chicken salt. Let's go. Spanish mackerel, pretty unbelievable. I'm gonna score that a 9 out of 10, guys. That is honestly unreal. Next, we'll go with the green jobfish right here. This meat looks a lot more flaky. Green jobfish. Wow. Okay, that green jobfish is probably a 9.5 out of 10. That is freaking insane. Look at the meat, guys. It is literally so flaky. So good. The dogtooth tuna, the top predator from day number 2. Let's give this one a shot, guys. You can see the meat is a lot more red. You can see. The flavor is just not as good on this one, guys. Even though it's the most dominant species, it is not the best tasting. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 out of 10. 100% green jobfish wins, then the mackerel, then the dogtooth tuna. But guys, you think that today is crazy? Wait until you see what we get up to tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are mixing it up. We're not going to the deep blue. We're going for land-based animals, and it's going to be one of the craziest days ever. I'm going to see you bright and early tomorrow, day number 3, for one of the most angry predators in the world, and we're going chasing for it. Let's go, baby. See you then. Woo! We have just landed on the craziest terrain ever, guys. We have reached where the ocean meets the mangrove system, and we got the bow and arrow in hand and our backpack, and we are about to go exploring for day number 3 for the craziest animal of them all, the giant mud crab. Now this animal right here has the second highest testosterone level in the animal kingdom behind a bull, which makes them super, super fierce. These animals have the ability to take off my fingers, but before we get into it, guys, we got one thing in the backpack. You guys know I've been holding out on this bad boy the whole time. We're grabbing out our quick revive. You guys know once we take this, we're gonna get a burst of energy, and then from there, hopefully we can find some deadly predators. Hoorah! Oh, we're good to go. It is time to start hunting. You guys can see right now the tide has drained completely out, and we got these psycho mangrove systems. I honestly got no idea what we're gonna find out here. I got the bow and arrow just in case we find some crazy fish or something like that. But what we're actually going for, guys, is the giant mud crab. They live out here in the mangrove system, in the mud, and they are one of the tastiest animals in the animal kingdom, and also the craziest predator. We're gonna follow this stream right now because this stream is gonna take us out to where the animals are gonna be hiding. Look how clear this water is. Oh, just spotted something. Oh, got a little crab right here. No, oh no, 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 no. Look at these little pincer. And that is actually for grabbing on. And then the other one's actually just gonna rip off pieces of meat. Really dominant on one side. And then the other side, he's just got a small little pincer. So we try not to disturb him too much. That's not the size crab that we're looking for. We're looking for one about 30 times his size. We'll pick up the bow and we'll keep exploring. Look at this right here. You guys see that? That is crazy. Looks like a turd, doesn't it? That's actually from a sea cucumber, the water pistol, the one that we found on the first day, guys. That is what their poo looks like. They'll spit out all this remnants right here. We're getting into the thicker terrain right now. I've just spotted something just up here in the distance. I'm gonna run after him, see if we can get him. He's right there, he's right there, he's right there. Oh, oh, oh. Look at him. This is insane. Hey, hey, hey. He's bitten onto me. He's got me. Oh no. I don't want to disturb him any longer. You can see. Beautiful looking crab. All right, put him back. We're getting in the proper thick of it now. Fingers crossed we're not coming face to face with a crocodile, because they do get them out here. Now, I've just found the craziest thing ever. This thing is insane, bro. This is an alien, proper alien. That is wild. You guys see this right now? Look at it feeding right here. That is so cooked, man. I can barely move through here right now. So I think we're gonna have to get out of here and follow that track. Look at all these things. Let me know in the comments whether you guys would walk on this. They're going straight into the underside of my foot. Let's just say it doesn't feel too good. Oh, just up here. Look at this. Oh yeah, I'll grab this. Look at that. That is like a big cluster of oysters. They've obviously come off like a branch or something like this, or a mangrove root. But that over the fire a little bit later on will be epic. But it's not the predators that we're going after, but it's a snack. There's like a whole bunch of baby snapper in here. Look at them. They're all at my feet. Wow, look at this. Here's another one of these alien looking things. Look at it, it starts from here, goes all the way up and along, all the way out to here, and that's where it's feeding. Let me know in the comments if you guys know what that is. It looks like some type of sea cucumber or something like that, but it is just like alien-like. Look at it. I don't even know if I should be touching it. There's no way I'm eating that, even though it's probably a freaking predator of some kind. There's a school of like mullet right up against these mangroves just up here. Oh, I just missed that whole freaking school, man. I'm actually a little bit worried for crocodiles in here, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna keep moving, see what else we can find. Hey. Oh, I honestly just went over the top of that fish's head. That was so close. We're gonna follow these tide pools all the way out to that ledge out there, and I think that's gonna be a good spot. You can see we've reached the coastal tide pools. Oh. That right there, backbone of a cuttlefish. So weird how they just float through the middle of the ocean.
Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh, yes.
We got an oyster. That's gonna be a little snack. I reckon we pop this one open right now. That's gonna give us some energy to keep going and see if we can find some more predators. You can see right there, we got a big oyster. Let's get it down. I will happily take those. I'm not a huge fan of oysters. Sometimes they can be a little bit like muddy, but that one was like salty, creamy, went down really easy. We still haven't found the big predator that we're after, guys. I don't want to be going scavenger mode out here. I want to see if I can find a big predator. So I reckon we hunt these tide pools. If we don't find anything here, we go deep into the mangrove system. We've pretty much reached the ocean. We got all these tide pools. I want to see if there's anything maybe hanging around here that's got trapped.
Look at this.
That is like a bright red sea urchin. On the inside of this, running next to the wall of the shell, is like a bright yellow stuff, and that's actually its gonads, and that's the part that you can eat. Stay still, mate. Whole bunch of yellow stuff, and suck that out. I'd be lying to you guys if I said I was fulfilled after this thing. It's just filled with like sand and a whole bunch of weird stuff. Sea urchin was like having diarrhea with no available toilet. Unfulfilling, scary, and never a good time. I'm such a freaking weirdo. Wow. I hope I don't get diarrhea from that sea urchin. Probably gonna happen anyway. We're leaving this terrain behind. We're going straight back into the mangrove system, see what we can find. Wow, look at this. Look at this thing. Oh, it's a big dog. We got the sea cucumber. What a pistol! Oh, that is a big one, and he's limp too. Oh, buddy, you got issues, don't you? Get out of here. You guys know we love the sea cucumbers, the water pistols. We find them everywhere. I can't escape them. We're going to find a big freaking crab. This is the weirdest crab I've ever seen in my life. The thing is literally like me, the longest arms and legs and the tiniest body. That is crazy. All right, we'll let him go. Guys, I've just spotted a crab. I've just spotted a crab. It's sitting on the edge of its hole right now. If it sees me, it's gonna spook straight back down into the hole. We're gonna have to run after it and be super, super quick and try and get him out before he goes into his hole. Let me set up this GoPro. He's sitting just up there underneath that tree. We're gonna have to run after him and try and get him out.
3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Yeah. Oh. Oh, what?
He's dead. What the hell? Look at that right there. It's a little female crab. She's dead. What the hell? I wonder what happened to her. She is fresh dead. You guys can see, still got meat inside of her, but she's not moving. She was sitting right here. She was ready to go straight back down there into her hole. I honestly got no idea what's happened to this girl. You can tell it's a female right there because it's got this big pocket, and that's where it carries all of its eggs. That sucks, man. I hate seeing these dead animals. That right there, we can't eat it. There's gonna be too much bacteria and parasites and everything inside of it. So we're gonna have to leave it out here. I'm sure another crab will probably feast on this, or the fish and everything around here. Oh yeah, there's some snails in there. They'll feed on that crab. Damn, man. I thought that was our crab. I freaking lunged at it and everything. All right, we're gonna have to keep moving deeper into the mangroves. See if we can find another one. Out here in the animal kingdom, guys, these crabs are insane. What the males will actually do is they latch onto the females, and then they pretty much get down and dirty, and the female has no other option except to breed with that guy. So the big males out here that we're hunting, they pretty much rule. They just grab onto any female they want, and they get their bloody pickings. Right, I'm just following up this creek system. All the crabs are actually gonna flow in and out here through the low tide. I've just spotted a freaking crab, bro. He must have got caught out here on the high tide. Look at him, he's camouflage. You see him just there? The only reason I can tell he's here is because he's blowing out bubbles. But he's tucked himself way up.
This is going to be a good fight.
This is the crab that we've been after the whole day, guys. All right, I'm gonna try sneak up behind him and then grab his claws, because this thing looks like a freaking monster. This is a monster crab, man. Let's drop off the backpack. Put it right here. Oh my goodness, that is a monster. Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's so strong. Oh, yeah, I got him. Oh my goodness, he's so strong. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is a freaking monster. That thing is huge. Wow, right, I'm trying to pin him. Yeah, he's trying to get me, look at that.
That right there is the ultimate predator, baby. Look at that thing, look at those claws. That is literally a king of the mangrove system right there. This animal right here has the second highest testosterone level out of any animal on planet Earth. Those giant claws right there, that is food for us. Woo-hoo-hoo! We've been hunting all day for this thing, and we've got ourselves a monster. I cannot believe how big this thing is. Look at those claws right there. I've just flipped him over onto his back. You can still see he's moving, but we're gonna put him out in the most humane way possible. Their central nervous system actually in their body, so I'm just gonna go straight down. And that right there is killing him instantly. He will feel no pain from here on out. Look at those lollipops. That is gonna be our food. These right here, that is where all the power comes from. These giant claws right there. That's what they pretty much snap down their prey and pretty much kill everything. Now they've got these 6 legs on either side right here. The ones on the side here, these pointy ones, they're the ones that actually help it move. And these swimmers at the back, they're the things that actually propel it through the water. They got the most crazy looking face. They almost look like an alien. They live in the mud and somehow their meat is so freaking sweet. That's what we're doing right now. We're grabbing this thing, we're getting a fire going, and we're having the ultimate cook up for day number 3. We've got the predator, baby. Let's go. We'll go up into the bushes. Look at this. We literally got palm trees. We'll collect a whole bunch of driftwood. We'll get a fire going on this beach.
We'll collect this old palm.
We're about to do this crab in the most Australian way possible. This is how we do it in outback Australia, guys. It is probably the best way, I believe, in my opinion. Super, super simple and so freaking tasty. The first things first, we want to just dig a pretty solid hole, and from there, we're going to fill that with all the firewood. What I'm going to do is just crunch it up and we'll get it in here. Let's get this sparked up and let's clean up this crab. The thing's that sandy. Oh my goodness, our bow and arrow is catching on fire. Ah, I'm catching on fire. Oh, wow.
All right, we'll give our crab a wash.
The last 3 days, guys, I poured my heart and soul into this challenge, finding some of the most crazy freaking animals ever. The final cook up, giant mud crab, and the king of them all for sure. Guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does make a difference. I love making these videos for you guys, but that little bit of support just fires me up to keep doing more. So if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, like the video. I seriously love you guys. Literally so excited about our crab that I almost forgot about these oysters that we found that were in the backpack. We'll chuck these to the side and we'll grab our crab. We're gonna get this thing on the cook. We'll get it straight on the coals. That right there is just gonna cook. You're gonna see it's gonna turn color and start to go bright red. Creates the most smoky, beautiful flavor, and the meat is so sweet. You guys can see, look how red it's starting to go. That is psycho. That actually had like a pigmentation in its shell, and as it heats up, it will change color. It goes from literally brown to like the brightest red. This looks way too good right now. It's literally steaming in its own shell. Oh my goodness, look at it. We are so on for the final cook up. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Just gonna give her a flip over. Woo. Look at that.
Our crab is just about ready. Let's take her off.
Look at the color of this crab right now. We can't forget our oysters. This is going to be one of the best final cook-ups we've ever done in our lives, guys. Take a look at the color of the crab right now. It is like a freaking bright ready pink. We're about to pop this thing open. But first, before we try this, we're going to try our oysters. Look at these things right here. Ooh, the oysters. Oh. You can actually really taste that smoky flavor. You guys know we got the monster of all predators right now. There's only one way to do it. We're gonna pop off the biggest lollipop of it all. Look at this thing right here. That is a giant claw for our food. And look how juicy it is. All right, we wanna save those juices. We'll grab our blade, we'll pop her open. Oh my goodness. We have freaking nailed this, bro. Oh, look at that lollipop right there. That is how we do it. Look how big that is, a giant lollipop. Let's get that down. The freaking dominant predator, third and final day, giant mud crab. Let's go. Hands down, one of my favorite seafood on planet Earth. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna see you guys on the next wild adventure. More videos right here.